What's going on, Jackals fans? Reed Keller here with Jackals right fielder Demetrius Moore. This is our first Around the Bases with. So, Demetrius, we're going to ask you 4 baseball questions at each base around the diamond, and then in between, a little bit of personal stuff, get to know you, kind of things like that.
Okay.
So, we're here at home plate at Yogi Berra Stadium. First question: you're facing a pitcher for the first time in a season. How many pitches do you have to see before you feel like he can't surprise you with anything that he throws?
Well, usually it depends on where I'm at in the lineup. If I'm like 1 or 2, probably my first at bat, I'm probably going to try to take as many pitches as I can. If I'm batting at the bottom of the lineup, I'm paying attention to how he pitches everyone. So mentally, if I'm in the top, maybe about 4 or 5 pitches. If I'm at the bottom, depending on how he throws everybody, then I just go from there.
All right, let's head down to first.
Okay.
So you just had your birthday.
Yep.
What's your favorite birthday present that you've ever gotten?
Maybe when I was 10, as weird as it may sound, I got a baseball game on the PlayStation.
Okay. Little 2K, little.
Yeah, it was like a little 2K game. I can't lie, I love video games. I'm a gamer, so like it was something that I've been asking for months. So I didn't think I was going to get it. My mom told me I probably wasn't going to get it. So.
Oh, she pulled the I don't know that it's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. You haven't been good.
Exactly. Yeah, and then she ended up getting it for me. So I mean, I was happy about that.
Awesome.
I was pretty excited.
Awesome. All right, made it to first base. You're a base stealer. You're not usually over here for that long.
Yep.
But you're facing a lefty or a righty. How are you reading the pitcher to get that extra 90 feet?
In all seriousness, if it's a righty, I'm kind of looking at his left foot. And then usually if it's his leg a little bit higher, anywhere from like a 1-3 to like a 1-5, I'm thinking, okay, I got it. I can go. But if he's
talking about timing to
the plate. But if he's lower than that, it's depending on how quick he's to the plate. Is he holding? Is he not holding? Who's behind me? Stuff like that. But with the lefty, it's a little bit harder because they're looking
all in front of you.
Yes, they're looking right at you. But then it all depends on his delivery to the plate. If you're a short guy, is he coming up? Is he trying to read me? Does he cross his leg? If he does that, you just try to play the mind game.
All right, Demetrius, base stealer, heading down to second base. Earliest baseball memory on a diamond.
My earliest baseball memory? I remember the earliest one was when I first played baseball. My mom put me in T-ball because I wasn't old enough to play coach pitch.
Got it.
And I didn't know at the time in T-ball it's base to base. So it was my first at bat. I hit a ball, went past somebody. I will never forget this. And instead of staying base to base, I kept running. I kept running. And my mom and my coaches told me, "You can't do that." And I cried. I cried. So 2 days later, they ended up putting me in coach pitch. It wasn't that good, but it allowed me to be able to,
to cultivate the speed.
Yes, just run.
To take off and go.
I will always remember that as being my earliest memory with baseball.
All right, second base. You've been manning right field behind us here for the whole season. What's more difficult as a right fielder? Catching a ball coming up and making this throw to third from the farthest point in the outfield, or going back on a ball, having to track it and catch it at the wall?
I would say honestly, maybe the throw to third, depending on where I'm going. If I'm going towards the line, right field line, trying to get that ball toward the third, it's very, very difficult because you want to get all your momentum behind the ball.
Right.
I mean, my mindset is the ball's in here, I got to catch it. I want to catch it.
Right.
So I'm going to say possibly the throw to third, depending on where the ball is at.
Okay. Let's head down to third.
All right.
So you played a couple of different places. What's the favorite ballpark you've played in or been to?
From like
any level, anywhere. Favorite place to play, favorite place to go to.
Okay, so I remember my freshman year when I was at Eastern Kentucky. We played the University of Louisville.
Okay.
Just their fan base in general was just phenomenal. You can't beat that. ACC team, we played them midweek, but it had close to 6,000-7,000 people in the stands. I'm a freshman in college.
Right.
First time dealing with something like that. You can't beat it. The most beautiful park I've ever played in I want to say that's very tough, but I don't know why it's coming to mind. But it's my sophomore year, Indiana University.
Okay.
They just built their complex, and it was mixed with their baseball and their softball complex, and it was just phenomenal. Like you couldn't beat it. Like it was phenomenal. Like phenomenal.
All right, over here at third base, last baseball question. You're on third base, ball gets hit to left, and you know you got a guy with an arm. Do you even look back once you're tagged up and ready to go home, knowing that that ball is coming right behind you at your head? Or is it, I'm getting into that plate any way I can?
Honestly, I'm getting in that plate any way I can. The only time I probably wouldn't go is if our third base coach, who is Jimmy, he tells me, hey, no, don't go. I'll say about 90% of the time, I'm going to go. I'm going to take it because I'm a speed guy. Why not use it to my advantage?
Right.
But the only way I'm not going to go is if it's short. Even then, I might still test it.
Got it. Headed home to Demetrius Moore around the bases with. So, final personal question. What's the one baseball achievement that you have dreamt about as a kid that you still haven't gotten yet?
That's simple. That's easy. Playing in the major leagues. And honestly, to this day, it doesn't have to be years, months. If it can just be
Just like one day in the show?
One day in the show, that would just mean everything. It honestly would. It would just mean everything. Because
Who's the team? Who's the dream team?
growing up, I was a Marlins fan. I'm from Miami. Growing up, a Marlins fan, but I finished school in Pittsburgh, and I love the Pirates. If I could just play in PNC Park, well, it doesn't matter what park, but if it's my choice, PNC Park.
Well, there you have it, Jackals fans. We're safe at home with Jackals right fielder Demetrius Moore. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be doing these throughout the season. Keep getting jacked and come out to Yogi Berra Stadium to catch the stretch run into the All-American Baseball Challenge playoffs.